Breaking news, GoPro's issued a warning to investors that they're facing bankruptcy or buyout, almost certainly in my opinion. I'm going to tell you what's happening, what the consumer needs to know, as well as some exciting potential things in their future, like potentially being bought out by Apple, Garmin, DJI, or maybe falling into the same pit as Kodak. I'll tell you all about it, but first, a quick warning to consumers. I officially do not recommend anybody buy a GoPro camera now, new or used, because I'm really concerned about their ability to update and maintain the software, which you really need for a lot of important features of the camera. I'm going to thank our sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace makes amazing websites possible. Just go to squarespace.com/Tony. You'll see how easy it is. You pick a starting template that has stuff sort of pre-populated for you, and then you just customize it to your own specific needs. You can do that by hand. You can use their AI assistant to generate text, like I generated this about page about myself because I hate to write about myself, and it made it really easy. And of course, everything can be customized to fit your brand. Try it out completely free at squarespace.com/Tony, and when you love it, the coupon code Tony will save you 10% off. Let's get into this GoPro bankruptcy stuff. GoPro is cutting 23% of their global workforce. Why do you do this? To make yourself more attractive for a potential buyout. You're trying to reduce your expenditures so your balance sheet looks a little bit better and it's a little bit more attractive. This is a common tactic. So why did GoPro issue this huge, scary warning to their investors that they might have to go bankrupt? Well, they have $24.5 million in non-cancelable commitments. And if they default, they would immediately have to pay back $100 million in debt. They're not making enough money to pay off their existing debts. And if they can't keep up, debtors come in and basically take the company for everything that it's worth. So they're beginning to look for some better alternative, hopefully just buying it out so shareholders get some amount of value and not total bankruptcy. Now, on a side note, you'll notice GoPro stock actually up a little bit today. That doesn't mean that GoPro suddenly has more value, though it might, because the possibility of an investor coming in and buying it up for more than going price means it could actually make a little bit of money. But also you tend to get day traders in these situations. The core problem here is that demand for GoPro cameras has dropped by about a third in the last 2 years. Why is all this happening? Nobody's buying GoPro cameras. Smartphones have mostly displaced the action camera, especially now that they're waterproof and you have it already and they have amazing stabilization systems built into it. But also we have pressure from Chinese companies like DJI and Insta360 who are making tiny, less expensive, and in my opinion, generally better action cameras. GoPro is sort of a last-ditch effort, did release a couple of new cameras recently, or at least they announced it, including an interchangeable lens camera that nobody can really buy yet. This was just a last-ditch effort to try to make themselves look attractive and viable to a potential partner. Now, in the official statement, they're saying this is AI's fault, that the increase of AI power is buying up all the flash memory, and that's increasing the cost of their cameras. Now, the truth is, according to my math, it could be $10 to $20 per camera. That doesn't sound like a lot, but given the fairly low price point of their camera and the really, really lean margins, that's enough that it could make their entire business just unworkable. But I still totally believe that it's just a cop-out to blame AI and not take personal responsibility for mismanaging the company. What would it take to buy GoPro? You would need about $400 million, which is more than I have, but maybe some of y'all want to like chip in and we could just buy it. Right now they have about a $213 million market capitalization. They have about $100 million in debt that you would have to buy off, and then you have to throw some to the shareholders and some kind of premium. Now let's talk about who can buy them, but first, who can't buy them? It's not going to be DJI. DJI bought Hasselblad. Another Chinese firm is looking to buy Leica. That can happen because they're European companies and the laws are a little bit different. GoPro, being an American company, has American regulations, and there's no way American regulations are going to allow DJI, a company that is currently banned from selling new products in the United States, they're not going to be able to buy a GoPro. My dream, even though I think it's unlikely, is that Apple would buy GoPro. There are a lot of synergies here. GoPro has patents for stabilization technologies that Apple could really benefit from, especially if they continue to try to push this Apple Vision Pro thing, which needs to capture in 3D, and everything has to be extremely stable for 3D. Now, Apple on their iPhone has really good software and hardware stabilization technologies, but GoPro really has the best in the world patents. So by acquiring GoPro, they'd get those patents as well as a bunch of engineers that they might be able to repurpose elsewhere. I also have this dream that at some point Apple will make a dedicated camera that connects as seamlessly to your phone as your AirPods or your CarPlay or your Apple TV do. See, Apple doesn't let just any device connect so seamlessly to their phones. They sort of reserve some ultra-wideband style protocols and handshaking things that make you stay in the Apple infrastructure. And like, okay, I don't love that idea, but please just give me a camera that can integrate into that, so a camera can be more of an extension to a phone. If they were to buy a camera company like GoPro and it could integrate so seamlessly into your phone, like think of all the different possibilities for having a separate device, or even maybe their new interchangeable lens camera that integrate as easily as your AirPods do. That's my dream. But I think a more likely buyer is Garmin. They make sort of adventure stuff right now. Like they used to just make little GPS things to help you from being lost and dead in the woods, and they still make that kind of thing. I have a few Garmin devices because I'm kind of an avid hiker. They have wearables that will help you get from here to there. They have things that monitor your heart rate for cyclists and airplane pilots, and they actually tried to launch action cameras competing directly against GoPro a few years back, their Verb line, and they failed, even though they offered great integration with their other products, and they could overlay a map of your path on the video, or your heart rate, or your elevation, things that are actually like pretty cool and compelling in a video. They couldn't beat GoPro because of GoPro's brand equity. Well, if you can't beat them, buy them. And Garmin is sitting on a huge pile of cash. They could buy GoPro for basically like 1/4's worth of their profit. And I think there's a lot of synergies there. And I personally would love to see GoPro, basically the last American camera company, I would love to see it stay an American camera company. What I actually think is the most likely outcome from this is a private equity firm comes and buys up whatever is left of GoPro. One obvious option is ABG, the Authentic Brands Group. They have things like Quicksilver and Reebok, and they don't actually do any development of the products, but they do maintain the brand a little bit. A company like ABG would just basically sell the GoPro brand name to anybody who wanted to use it. We've seen Kodak go through this. Like they had some awful like Bitcoin generating device that they just painted that Kodak orange yellow color. They have the Kodak Charmera Scamera piece of some third party company just approaches the brand and says like, hey, sell us your brand name, we'll slap the Kodak sticker on there and we can charge 20% more and we'll give you some cut of that. And basically this is how GoPro started. Nick Woodman literally just bought some cheap Chinese cameras and slapped the American GoPro brand on them. So it is kind of a fitting end to the company, but it would be nice to see the brand developed in some way. Another obvious option is the Fairland Group Management that already holds a bunch of GoPro's debt. They could just buy up the remaining part of it and just sell off the patents and just sell it for parts, and maybe they can make those numbers work. Now you might be asking, what about poor old Nick Woodman with his rags to riches story, growing up a poor kid sleeping in his VW van and pulling up to beaches and selling these cameras to surfers directly? That story's BS. He just grew up like a super rich kid. It's not rags to riches. It's more like multi-millionaire private school kid to billionaire. But regardless, Nick is going to be okay. He is worth at a minimum hundreds of millions of dollars, but I strongly suspect it's well over $1 billion because when GoPro went IPO, he took out a massive amount of equity from the company. He used legal but shady charity schemes in United States tax law to keep from paying that back to the public, and he's invested it. He has so much that he could definitely just save GoPro himself and take it private, but Why would he do that? That would be actually a terrible, terrible investment for him, especially because he has proven that he can't keep the company running. So I suspect no such thing will happen. I suspect he'll find some outside buyer, and whoever that buyer is will have no interest in Nick Woodman. If it's somebody like Apple or Garmin, they will probably get him to sign a contract for like 12 or 18 months to help with the transition. If it's one of these private equity companies, he'll just be out day one while they sell the rest of it for parts. In the comments down below, let me know what you think. Is there another interesting path for insolvent GoPro? What do you think will happen? Make your predictions and put it in writing, because predicting the future is hard. So don't bust my balls if I'm wrong about this. Thank you to my sponsor, Squarespace. If you need any sort of web presence, start at squarespace.com/Tony. This is so much better than social media, which is just filled with ads where you can't control the formatting. This gives you your own custom domain name. This allows you to get your own email address, like tony@northrop.org is what I have. Go to squarespace.com/Tony. See how easy it is to set up. Write it yourself, make it from scratch, or start with one of their templates and use AI to build it. Whatever level of nerd you are, Squarespace accommodates you. I promise it'll work great. And you don't need a credit card for the trial. It's not one of those scams. It's really completely free because they're that confident you will love it. After your trial, when you're ready to sign up, the coupon code Tony will save you 10%. Thank you, Squarespace.